Hey everybody, it's Joey. Super excited to bring you a new video today. Spoiler alert, it's probably one of the better runs I've ever done. Pretty proud of it. I kind of captured what I was going for in this video and what I was trying to accomplish. This video is going to be all about sniping faces off. It was a lot of fun, and you know, the sniper is just a beast, and we definitely took a lot of folks down with the sniper. So sorry about the heat coming on in the background. Like I said earlier, it's incredibly cold out. But anyways, back to the video. Yeah, this was a super fun run. The sniper rifle, once you can kind of wrap your head around it and get used to using it and get better at using it, I guess I should say. So using the sniper rifle is going to take quite a bit more skill, a little bit more patience. I have to try not to immediately shoot. You want to let the enemy kind of juke around for a minute. I guess it's programmed into their AI. You know, once you sight into them, they start, juking all over the place. Of course, this is no damage. It's very hard for me to go back to being damaged after I've been doing no damage runs. It's just more like I just don't like getting hit anymore. I don't like taking damage anymore. I found that it's just a little bit better content. I adjusted my saves a little bit on this one, so it's not so stressful. I think I moved one save. I changed the save from, before the Chainsaw Twins. I changed that save to be before Gloria A Las Plagas. Changed everything. All in all, a super fun video. This is going to be sniping all the faces off. I really hope people like the video. I did a video for doing all the cutscenes in a no damage run for a run that I felt pretty good about. I didn't know how that video was going to go over, and surprisingly, it's by far the most popular video on my channel right now, and I'm kind of curious. I didn't know how that video was going to do. I didn't really expect anything from it. And I wasn't really sure, how many people would want to watch cutscenes. So that was surprising, but very nice. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's going to be a lot of fun. Appreciate everybody being here, and let's get into it. Hey everybody, it's Joey. Super excited today. I've got a new video for you. This video is going to be a no damage run, and it's going to be focusing the sniper rifle. So we're going to be using the sniper everywhere possible that makes sense. There are going to be a lot of faces that are going to get sniped off in this one. I'll tell you what. Alright, so we start out. We don't have the sniper yet, of course. So we're blacktailing it for now. Fighting Ada's mortal nemesis, the Black Robe. Kind of business as usual right here. Getting your stab on. Alright, and in a couple of spots in this video we're going to speed it up a little bit just so you know you're not waiting around. And there's not really much going on right here. You're just looting a few things, so definitely trying to speed things up a little bit. Got a pretty good time on this run. I think about 2 hours and 5 minutes, I think. I forget exactly, but probably around 2 hours, 5 minutes. So we're moving around with a purpose. Getting it done. Backstabbing folks. Sneaking up on fools. Alright, so where to begin here? So this is going to be a lot of sniping. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. I tried to use it everywhere I could. I tried to use it in a few places where, another gun would have been easier, but it didn't deter me. I was hell-bent on making a video focusing the sniper rifle. And when I first started to kind of look into it, I was like, well, I wonder how much fun this is going to be. And so while I was doing some testing, I was very pleasantly surprised at how much fun it was. Normally, if I had my way, I would probably just play the entire game with either the Punisher or the TMP. And, you know, those two guns are a lot of fun to use. I love getting in people's faces with the TMP, and you know, that's kind of a fun way to play for me. But I kind of thought, well, if I move to the sniper rifle, it's going to be kind of a lot of kicking back, hanging out, and, you know, was that going to be fun? Yes, it was definitely fun. Definitely, this is going to be, like I said earlier, a no damage run, so the sniper rifle makes the no damage run, you know, a piece of cake. So I would recommend that if you're trying to get your first no damage run done, I would recommend using this as a guide. And this is what this is going to be primarily. It's going to be a guide, not for the newbies, not for, you know, people kind of just getting started out. But if you know, got some plays under your belt and you're, you know, kicking ass and you're doing good and you're looking for your next challenge, then I would definitely say that doing the no damage run is very rewarding mentally, you know, and definitely something that is not easy to pull off. So if you're looking to do a no damage run, then I would recommend following this guide. And you know, I ran through it doing my test run and just had so much fun. You know, I don't know what else to say. It's kind of changed my thinking on the game a little bit. It's kind of changed a few strategies in some places. I definitely do some things differently now that I have the knowledge of, you know, running this with the snipe. And I'll be giving a lot of tips along the way, and we'll be going over, you know, things that worked and things that didn't work. So hopefully you can use those tips to your advantage and get this done without much trouble. This run for me was not much trouble at all. I like I said earlier as well, I did a video with all the cutscenes and you know, no commentary, just cutscenes only, along with no damage run. And during that no damage run, I did do a lot of it using the sniper. So that's the strategy, and we're heading on to chapter 2.
Almost at the church.
So finally, we'll be able to bust out the sniper for the first time here in a second, in what will be a lot of sniper shots. This part's pretty much business as usual. And like I said earlier, I'm going to speed up the video in a few spots where it's kind of, you know, just running around. If people want to watch the long play video, you know, I'll leave a link in the description for my long play video where everything played out. I wasn't sure if I was going to make that video. I'm glad I did. It seems to have caught on a little bit. People seem to enjoy the cutscenes, and you know, it was kind of a challenge putting that video together, just trying to, you know, get all the cutscenes and also editing. It took a little bit more special handling in the production department, the editing and everything else, and trying to make sure that it looked real good and flowed real well and stuff. So, you know, most of my time was, you know, during the editing. I didn't have any issues with the run at all. I felt really good about the run. I probably could have used that run as the run for this video, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to kind of let it be its own thing. I didn't want to recycle any videos because, you know, I don't want to do that. I want to, you know, kind of keep things fresh and make sure that, like, when I'm making a video, I take the time to do the entire run, as opposed to maybe not feeling like I have a lot of time and I want to cut a few corners. There's one thing about me, you know, that you'll learn, and as time will go on, if you stick with me on this channel and if you hang around for a while, you'll begin to realize that I don't cut corners in life or in video games very much. I will say that I, like all human beings, I'm trying to do things the easiest way possible. Everybody wants to do things easier. As human beings, you want to do things easy. You don't want shit to be hard. You don't want shit to be taxing and, you know, take up all your time and everything. And I get it. And, you know, and sometimes for me though in life, it's like when I cut a corner here or cut a corner there, I just wind up paying for it later. You know, I'll have to go back and redo everything. Just always seems to happen to me. So kind of as a rule going forward, I try not to cut corners. More importantly though, I think I can boil it down to, I just don't like being lazy. That's just not me. If people, you know, are willing to take time out of their day to watch one of my videos and stuff, I want to make sure that it's, you know, edited real well. I want to make sure that I took the time instead of just slamming something out, because, you know, I owe everybody that. If they, you know, trust me enough to devote some time, which, you know, to be fair, it's a lot of time. It's a commitment. It's a 2.5 hour commitment to kind of watch one of these videos or to kind of skip around in it. Yes, it's educational and helpful as well, but, you know, it's got to be a little bit more than that. And, you know, I want to make sure that I'm putting out something good and that people can trust me to do that. So that's kind of why I don't cut corners. So I didn't recycle my video from the all cutscenes video because it just didn't feel right. It would have saved me quite a bit of time. It would have been a very easy workflow thing to do to, you know, take that edited video that was already, you know, edited real well. It was edited nice. It was nice and polished. Everything was really good about it. But no, I went back and I redid another run, and I'm glad I did, because this run I'm a lot more proud of. I really feel like I kind of turned a corner in this run, as far as my playing and as far as my own skill and stuff like that. I just felt like I grew a little bit on this run, so I'm really happy that I got it edited nicely. And you know, I'm skipping a few parts by speeding things up, and I'm doing that because I don't think that a lot of newbies are going to be probably watching this video. I would probably assume that most people watching my video knows there's lots of areas in this game where you're just running pointlessly. And so to those people, I'm respecting your time and respecting your attention span and everything, just by making sure that this is definitely something that's moving along. And again, 2.5 hours is quite the commitment. So thank you. Appreciate it. I'm really happy to those that are watching this. Hope you'll stick with me, and we'll get into it. So one of the first things I did in this video was I ditched the blacktail like right off the bat, because of one reason mainly, is that I just did not want to be getting ammo for it. If I was getting an ammo drop, I wanted to get the submachine gun or the sniper rifle. So I ditched the blacktail, and now I'm kind of paying for it right here. I would have liked to have had the blacktail to get these medallions, but unfortunately I just used the sniper rifle. Hell, this is the sniper rifle video after all. So here I am reloading and taking a lot of time, but you know what? We finished with a lot of time, and you know, I'd rather ditch the blacktail right off the bat. We're not going to use it. It's pretty pointless in this run. When I need to, I'll use the TMP and the sniper rifle, and also soon to be probably one of my favorite weapons is going to be the crossbow. Using that a lot more these days. And this video, you will see probably me using it the most I've used it in all my videos. And I want to keep using it more and more. I want to keep finding more and more spots to use it. I'm trying to get it involved a lot more. And with that said, I don't have it yet. But we do have the sniper. And one of my favorite parts is Ashley crying. And we wish her well. Hope that she can work on her mental health and get out of the jam that she's in. And we'll be on our way to see the first merchant. See what he's up to. Say hi to our favorite stranger. I'm also experimenting a little bit in some games that I'm doing right now as far as killing all these guys going to the church. Looting them in the beginning is kind of a fun thing to do, and also it's just, you know, setting yourself up. Every penny you can make in the beginning is a must. You gotta get everything together. I say it in every one of my videos. You need all the treasures you can get. We skip the bullhead guy. There's 2 bullhead guys. We get the first one, but we skip the second one. I think going on further, I'm probably going to get that second bullhead guy just to get the extra gem off of him. But we didn't do that in this run. But it's something I'm thinking about adding to my run, especially because I have so much time. You know, I could probably spend another 10 more minutes in this game and probably get a little bit of an easier run together for people who are trying to follow this. So as I go forward, I may do that more and more. I mean, to me, the difference between 2.5 hours and 2 hours and 5 minutes is probably not a big deal. All right, so hello, stranger. So we're going to take a couple of spinos and we're going to get the black attach case, which is going to give us large resources throughout the whole game, and we need those. That's pretty huge. So get all your treasures ready for sale. And I don't care. I even sell the bangle and the ruby. I don't even care. Right now I just want as much money as possible. So be sure to combine all your herbs. It's going to be 20,000 right there. It's going to look very nice in my bank account. And I'm going to be crafting a lot of rifle ammo. So, of course, we're going to get the charm. And here we go. We're going to get the sniper leveled up. I got to finish getting all the money first, so keep selling everything. Don't need small resources right now, so get rid of those. Get rid of the blacktail. Alright, so 157k.
Got some rare things on sale, stranger. You have a ticket, do ya? Nice. Choose a weapon, stranger, and I'll make it sing. I'll buy almost anything. Welcome, stranger. I got something new for you. Your valuables won't do you much good in the grave. Well, I can certainly do something with this. That cash in your pocket or your life. Easy choice, mate.
Alright, so it's time to upgrade the sniper rifle. And we're going to go all the way to 5. And probably 5, 2, 2, and 2. And then I have money left over. So, ammo capacity and reload speed. I really like a good reload speed on this rifle. It's a real pain in the ass to reload it. Alright, so here we're going to save. Be sure to get your case changed over. And we're going to go do the black robe again. So this strat works really well. Just be sure to get your headshots. Normally he's flinched by now. I don't know what's going on. I must have missed one. It happens. Try to hit him twice right here. And then get out of there. Every time he attacks, try to get a shot on him. And then you gotta play Ring Around the Rosie for a little bit. You just want to get a stun on him. There it is. Kick him. Get your flash grenade ready. This flash grenade makes everything so much easier. Get a knife attack. One more. So Ring Around the Rosie again. Sometimes the black robe can be a bit of a pain in the ass. Just take your time. Try to keep your distance. That was actually pretty close. It's very hard to hit. All right, finally. So we're gonna get this place looted up. I think I actually kind of ran over some chickens in this one, and I think they did attack me. They flinched me. Kind of freaked me out. I was like, what? No, no. So it's a good thing the chickens do not cause damage. And neither do the snakes, from what I've seen so far. Although I am a little worried about getting burned by fire. There are a couple points in this video where I kind of worry about touching some fire. You know, because if Ada starts like rubbing herself, then basically, you know, you've caught on fire, and so that could be a real problem with the run. So try to keep Ada from rubbing herself. All right, and I don't have any small keys. We're not gonna do any small keys until later in the game, but we probably will. We'll probably get a couple. And it's nice getting the ammo for the rifle and for the submachine gun. So it is important, I think, to ditch the blacktail like right off the bat, because I think it helps so much with the ammo. I mean, that's a tip that I think could really help you with your first no damage run. If you're following this guide, you know, ditch that sucker right away. Get it out of there and sell whatever handgun ammo you find, which shouldn't be much, because most people, they don't realize it, but they start out the game with the case that gives you handgun ammo. I mean, everybody probably knows that, but I don't know, maybe some don't. But if you have that, you know, you're getting a ton of ammo for the handgun. So it's good to get the case switched over to large resources, because that's going to be a lot more valuable, and we don't need any handgun ammo. All right, we're at Mendez's house, doing a little breaking and entering. He's not going to be too happy with that. Ada is in the midst of a crime. But I think with all of Mendez's anger, violence, and, you know, shit talking that he does, I'm pretty sure that's all against the law too. So I guess it evens out. Because Mendez has got some anger issues, and, you know, he may need to go to some anger management. kind of back to my cutscene video, you know, I really didn't know what that video was going to do. I was like, you know, when I was thinking about making the video, I was like, man, I don't know if people are really even going to watch this, but I was really surprised, super happy that, you know, people really enjoyed it. I tried to make it as much like a movie as possible and made it flow really well. So hopefully that's why people are watching it. Hopefully they like it. And the sound's real good on it too. All right, so we're going to run outside and we're going to grab this gem. A lot of people skip this one at this point because they can just get it later. But I like to get it now because I want to fight this guy right here. He's much easier to deal with right there than at the doorway, instead of dealing with him right here. Along with, there's usually 2 other people out here too, so it's a good thing they're all gone. Makes it a lot easier to get the hell out of there. And then our favorite hugging grandma. I was talking to some subscribers earlier about how I don't know what all these people are saying, and they've been so kind to translate some of it for me. It really makes the game even that much funnier. Be careful at that part right there. That could be a problem, doing no damage. If you get snatched right there, you got a long way to go back because we don't have a save.
Looks like I gave them the slip.
So yeah, to the guys that were helping me with the, you know, names that I was being called in this game, I was really happy to hear what it meant. And now that I know what it meant, it's even funnier. So thank you to those guys. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I started like this channel and stuff, was to meet other funny people, you know, that are knowledgeable about things that I'm not. You know, I mean, one of the cool things about being a human being is, you know, basically to keep learning. You know, I always want to learn. I always want to level up. I always want to, you know, get better and stuff. And, you know, people in the comments, they share things with me that are like super funny or, you know, super cool information that maybe I didn't know. Of course, there are also, you know, people who are very helpful with the game that say, you know, hey, try this or try that. And that stuff's really valuable too, man. I take everything on board. I listen to what everybody has to say because I am no be all end all, you know, on this game. There's several different ways you can do things in this game, and there's different things you can try, and experimenting in this game is a real fun thing to do. So, you know, it's really cool when I hear the comments and stuff. For one, I just love to laugh and keep things light, and in my life I keep things light and I just keep things funny and stuff. So, you know, you guys know who you are, the ones that, you know, I've been kind of joking around with, and it makes me feel good that those people are coming around now, liking and subscribing to the videos. They're the people I wanted to get the most. They're going to be like, hopefully, people that'll stick with me through the long term. I'm going to play a few different games. You know, I don't know what that means for Resident Evil when there's no Resident Evil to play. When, you know, there's other games that have come out that are going to be super good. So I don't know how I'm going to handle that. That's a problem that I'm going to have to figure out later, whether or not I make a new channel for each game that I play, which kind of seems like a pain in the ass. But also, you know, if I make a video on Resident Evil and I get a good crowd and a lot of people that are interested in, and then I go to play Dead Space Remake, which is an incredible game, by the way. If I go to make a video on Dead Space, you know, that could be sort of disrespectful to the people that sort of follow me on the Resident Evil channel. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm really curious to know what people think. If, like, you know, somebody started posting videos from other games, if that would be annoying. I guess they would just unsub, which, you know, would suck. But at the same time, you know, I mean, there's so much content out there that people can get anything they want anywhere. So I'm just curious about what I'm going to do with my channel when it comes time for, you know, there's no more Separate Ways videos to be made that I can think of, or no more Leon Run videos that I can make. and it comes to a point in time where it's just going to be tough for me to find content for, you know, these two games. But that time is not now, and that problem will be something that I will have to address in the future, as far as, you know, the mix of things I do on this channel. So it's something I'm thinking about. But let me know in the comments, you know, what you think, because I am thinking about running Dead Space, because that game is just epic. I played the original, loved it. They did a remake, and I haven't got to play it yet because I'm having so much fun playing separate ways. But I probably will, you know, do some Dead Space videos. I just don't know where I'll put them. Whether they'll be on their own channel, probably not, because I don't suspect that I'll make more than like maybe 5 videos for Dead Space or something. It will probably be, yeah, get a flash grenade out here. This is the safest way to do this part. Yeah, you can do it without the flash grenade, but when your save is so far away, it's important just to flash right there. So we did not save back there, so we still have not saved. So I gotta be careful. But anyways, back to Dead Space. I haven't made up my mind. But the main thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get better at making content for when Grand Theft Auto comes out, because that's what I'm really looking forward to playing. That game will probably deserve its own channel, and because I think that it'll probably be a never-ending source of good content for a long time to come. So this channel may just stay Resident Evil, and, you know, as we wait for Resident Evil 9 and Code Veronica, we'll have tons of videos to do on this channel. So I'm not worried about content ideas drying up for this game. So this could be, you know, I almost named this channel 24/7 Evil. That was kind of what I was toying around with. And but right here we're going to get into a little bit of a fight. I kind of get the Plaga started right here. And then we're going to fight everybody from right here. Getting our snipe shot warmed up. Ooh, got to dip out. Santa Claus with the crossbow is after us. Alright, so it's nice to get this part cleared out. That was a nice kick by Ada. That was pretty well done. Oh, and then I got a Plagas and I didn't even hear it. I was like, what the hell? What are all these tentacle thingies? So anyways, Resident Evil 9 and Code Veronica, I think those are coming. Going to be a great addition to this channel. So I'm going to play the hell out of them. I'm not sure if I'll go back and play Resident Evil 2. I kind of feel like, you know, a bit of time has gone by since those came out. I have them, I bought them, but I've yet to play them. I feel like they're probably pretty good. Let me know in the comments if, you know, 2 or 3 is really good. And also, a friend of mine has been trying to get me to play Village. I have not played Village yet. And it's looking super fun. So I guess if it gets a little tough to figure out ideas for Ada and Leon, then I could probably go to Resident Evil 2 or 3 or Village. I'm just not sure. You know, what do you guys think about those 3 games? You know, is one like really kick ass and, you know, beats the others like crazy? You know, let me know. Honestly, want to hear your thoughts on those, because, you know, I probably will be buying Village. So many people have said it's just such a good game. It looks long though, and it might be a little tough to put out full game runs, but we'll see. So we're going to put a little bit into the sniper here. We're thinking about El Gigante.
I knew I could count on you. Anything pleasant.
And we're going to come up on another grandma and grandpa here. And just keep your distance from them. This is one of those stupid spots where you can get hit easily. That's a total waste, you know. Don't push up on these people. Just kick back. Yeah, they're probably going to turn into plagas. It doesn't matter. You got the snipe. This guy's tanking a lot of shots. He's probably going to be a plaga. Nope. This whole section is an area where I used to take like stupid one-hit damage and just heal before I started doing no damage runs, because you just would be, you know, spacing out. Somebody will hit you, somebody will come around a corner. It's nice to switch your thinking to doing no damage because you're prepared and you're ready for all of that. You're ready for any situation that may come up. This guy's ready to blow you up, disappoint him. Some of these grandmas get running pretty fast, so beware. Like there's one probably behind me that I'm not watching out for. There she is. For whatever reason, she's always one shot though, and a plaga. Keep looting everything. And we're coming up on the giant here, and I kind of do things one or two different ways. If I want loot, then I get on the ground with the villagers and the giant. If I don't want loot, then I stay up on the roof. And I think on this run, we're going to get up on the roof, because I don't really feel like I need too much. That floor, you know, with the giant is a big bar fight, man. Everybody is just coming after you. It's crazy. Everybody wants to get into it. It's like everybody just worked a full day at work and they got off at 5 o'clock and they're ready to pound beers. So it's a little bit of a rough way to go. But if you need the loot, it's the way you have to go. I don't think I need any loot. I'm already doing pretty good. So let's hope that keeps up, because that could change easily. So getting every treasure. I'm pretty sure we did 100% on this run. I haven't watched it in a few days. I recorded this game probably 3 days ago, maybe 3 or 4 days ago. So some of it's coming back to me as I'm watching it. And I think we do all the merchant requests, which I haven't done in my no damage runs yet. That was a new addition that I did. Getting all the merchant requests, because some of them are just a pain in the ass to do no damage, especially the regenerators. Though that was the spot that I probably took the most time on, trying to come up with different strategies. You know, that Iron Maiden was a real tough spot in the game. So you'll see when we get there that it took some special handling. But I think I came up with a good way to deal with them. And it's going to be a good pro tip for you guys trying to do your first no damage run. I think that's the spot that you're probably going to struggle with the most, honestly. But if you're doing no damage runs already, you know, let me know where you kind of got stuck and how long it took you to kind of get by it. So, looks like we chose to be up on the roof. The sniper is just really powerful, so I don't even care if I hit him in his plagas. I just shoot for the head. It doesn't really matter to me where I hit him. He's going down. I got 1 round left, thank God. So get your knife attack in. We're going to have to get a reload in. Also, in some of my other runs, I got a lot of crossbow in during the giant, and it works really well to stun him. So, you know, if you're having a lot of trouble with him, bring the crossbow out, stun him up. Yeah, so I got it right here. Gonna start to stun him. Helps me get a reload. I'd love to have a reload of an arrow. There we go. That was weird. I'm glad I didn't get punished. And try to stay in the middle of the roof, because if you're on the sides of the ledges, you could get hit by an axe. As you can hear, I almost got hit. Get myself another arrow. He can't recover after the blast arrow. And he's so close to being done. All of us on the PS5 and the console, we don't know what people's hit points are like they do on PC. We don't have that luxury. That's probably reason number 110 on, you know, the PS5 game being a bit more of a challenge than the PC game. Because the PC game, they have a lot more information. They know what people's hit points are. And, you know, that's huge. It changes if you know that somebody's one shot. You know, you may do something different. If you don't know, then you just have to kind of stay up on the roof and keep tapping them with the sniper rifle. So it's just one of those crazy reasons that the PS5 game is more of a challenge. Alright, so it's nice to meet back up with Lewis. Take a little bit of a breather. If this is your first no damage run and you just got through that part, good job. And thank you so much. Just in the last week or so, my little channel's grown a bit, and thank you for liking and subscribing. It really, really helps me out so much. YouTube just doesn't share anything out unless it's getting engaged with, so I just am really happy. It makes me feel so good to kind of show that my time is, you know, turning into something good that people can watch, and, you know, they want to hang out and talk about Resident Evil and music and all the things that I like to talk about. So right here, this part's a little shady. I decided to go with the blast arrow. Almost blew myself up, and glad I didn't. So right here's where I was talking about, you know, if you catch a little bit on fire, you know, I that's going to count against your damage. So, or at least I think it is. See, like right there, that was close. I wasn't sure if I got burned or not. You know, let me know in the comments if you can get burned. I mean, I try not to even mess with it. I try not to even get close. I don't even want to do it as a test. I'm pretty sure you can get burned by it and cause damage. But I mean, I can't say for sure. Let me know in the comments if that is possible to get burned. Alright, keep making your way up. We're getting ready to get to the night room. So it's going to be another challenging part coming up here.
Trust me.
Well, you can work for the devil for all I care.
And the night room is a room where I decided not to use too much of the sniper rifle. I decided to go more with the TMP because that's a tried and true way. Looks like I forgot the treasure. I have to run back. Yep. And you know, basically the TMP just works so well in that room that there's no way I'm going to do anything differently. I used to do the sniper rifle in that room, but it was just too chaotic and too crazy and too, like, inconsistent. It's so inconsistent. You know, as far as, like, sniping their heads, of course they got armor on, so I mean, but sometimes you'll hit them and they just fall right over. Other times you hit them and they just will not go down. So that room is so inconsistent. That's why I like the TMP. I swear by the TMP in that room. And say bye to Luis. Later, homie.
All right, first.
Okay, so the next thing we want to do is we want to start getting our flash grenades taken care of. So like to have at least 3 or 4 for this next part, just to make it a lot easier. And again, we'll be going with a lot of TMP on this next section. Alright, so the most important thing is getting the flash grenade recipe and the blast arrows recipe. Those two things I want.
Thank you.
It's great because we're going to start making blast arrows from the junk knives that we get along the way.
Knowledge is power. Remember that, mate.
Also, we're going to get the submachine gun charm. I always get a large resource and a small resource so I can make arrows and rifle ammo.
You have a ticket, do ya?
TMP's looking a little weak right now, so we're going to want to put some money into it soon.
And I'll make it sing. Got a selection of good combat anytime.
Do your crafting at the typewriter to save yourself some time. I've already got a blast arrow and 2 flash grenades out of all that, so that's pretty good. Okay, gonna do a quick puzzle and then actually a couple of quick puzzles. This guy looks pretty peaceful. Let's give him the business. Alright, one puzzle down, one more to go.
How elaborate.
This room was funny on day one when it first came out because there's 2 separate puzzles, one that works and one that doesn't. They're on 2 different walls. So a lot of us spent a lot of time on one wall and didn't even look at the other wall. There's a wall on the right that has another puzzle. So just kind of funny thinking back. Alright, we're going to pick up another flash grenade right here, which is nice. I think I should, definitely be able to make this work. Maybe we won't even need all of them. Just depends on kind of what happens in the night room. It's nice right here too because you'll get, plenty of gunpowder and, to make flash grenades if you didn't have it. And then if you did have the flash grenades, then you're lucky because you can make rifle ammo, and it's a great spot to kind of get a few resources. And I'll say it again, it's nice not having the Blacktail or the Punisher because you're not getting any handgun ammo. So that's very nice.
What comes with these things?
So for this next part, I'm just going to run around and loot a little bit. Not much, just a little bit. And then I'm going to save. That way if we have to repeat this part, we don't have to do this over and over and over, because it can get pretty lame after a while. And we've got these 3 knights that are up here that you can kill or not kill. It just depends on where you're at with your game. So after the night room, I'm going to double check to make sure that I've got 18 spinnels, because that's what I need. That's the minimum. And if I don't have that, I've got to go fight these guys up top. So right now, I'm just going to stun them. They can wait for later. And in fact, I may not need to deal with them at all. My hope is that I don't have to deal with them at all. It's not like they're tough. It's not like they're hard or anything, but they just take up a lot of time and a lot of ammo, and also you open yourself up to damage, and that's just stupid. There's no reason to deal with them right now. Let's see what happens in this room. Sometimes these guys don't drop spinels, which is stupid. It's so annoying when you're one short coming out of here, but we'll see what happens. So get everything looted. Craft whatever you need. It's nice. We're already, getting our blast arrows going. Just in the last couple minutes, I've managed to craft a few blast arrows, so that's bonus. Alright, so I like to hang right here. It keeps me safe for a minute until I get some flash grenades out. And that's going to stop the snipers for a second. Get another flash grenade out, just kind of clear them out. And this is nice. It's just a 1v1 back here in this room. As long as you stay back here. It's a 3v1 on the other side of this wall, so you don't want that. So just wait for this guy to come in. And be sure to get that treasure right there, because sometimes on console, if you're messing around and trying to fight this guy, it'll stop everything you're doing to open up that treasure, which you don't want. That's terrible. I can't tell you how many times that's messed me up. Alright, so we're gonna get these guys out of here. That person tanked a frickin' shot. That was a shoulder, so. Alright, so let's get everything cleaned up. We want 18 spinels at a minimum. If we do not have 18, we've got to go upstairs. And there we go. We've got 18. So we're done here. If you wanted to, you could go up and get a couple more spinels if you feel like you want to, get something from the merchant that, can't wait. In my game, I know that I pretty much don't need much from him at all. So trading spinels with him here pretty soon is pretty worthless. Sell everything you can.
A deal well struck.
Knife's in good shape.
Hope to see you.
All right, and here's where I'm going to do my next save. And this save works out a lot better for me. Saving here as opposed to saving at the Chainsaw Twins. The Chainsaw Twins part is very easy if you use a flash grenade. Before turning the valve, if you have a flash grenade and you're willing to use it right there, you don't have to save. I've found that it's helped, my stress quite a bit doing these no damage runs, because you're not going so far without a save, and you don't have to repeat a bunch of stuff if you die or get hit at Gloria A Las Plagas, which the part's not hard, it's inconsistent is the way I would describe it. And it just sometimes turns out so many different ways. And so because of that reason, it's nice to have a save right here. It feels very good. It's also nice if you have a grenade right here so we can grenade the crows. We'll see here in a second if I had one. There's also a lot of crows in this next room. Let me know in the comments if anybody's ever gotten one of them. I myself have never gotten one. And looks like I do have one nade, which is nice. I'm going to put that to work here. All right, Gloria, let's do this.
Couldn't just let me through, could you?
I don't bother looting anything right now. Just gotta get this dude out of the way. Get a flash grenade on him. Snipe him twice. Doesn't matter if you hit his skull. Get out the TMP. And then that's it. Easy. Alright, so we're going to head up to the right here. Hopefully there's not already a guy up there. Sometimes he catches me off guard. I have to really pay attention. I don't see him. Time to put some of these arrows to work. I'm still a little worried about my covering my back. Wish I could have got both of them with that. And don't let these grabbers get close to you because they've got some serious range. Alright, good. We got everybody dealt with. Time to do the blue medallions and get this area looted. We need everything in here, so don't try to run ahead. Make sure you get everything in here. It'll make some things going forward much easier. And there's no real best way to kind of get through this maze. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure you don't miss anything. And thank you again so much for checking out this video and hanging out with me. Again, my name's Joey, and definitely appreciate it. Just in the last couple weeks or so, my channel's been picking up quite a bit, and you know, I want to thank everyone for their support and their engagement. Please like and sub if you can. I'd really love to get to 1,000 subscribers. That would really make my day. It would help me out so much. And you know, all the comments that everybody's been leaving have been so positive and so kind and so nice. It's just been like so amazing. I'm so thankful, and found out that my guides have helped a few people get S+, and I just want to hear from you if I have been able to provide you something that's helped you get through it, because it's not easy, and we're all here together. You know, it's like time is very valuable, so hopefully this guide can help cut down on time of you having to, you know, run a bunch of weird strats or try out a bunch of weird things and stuff. You know, take the best of what's around and, you know, put it all together into something that works for you, with the weapons you want to use, with the type of game you want to play. You know, are you somebody that just camps with the sniper rifle, or are you somebody who mixes it up with the TMP? You know, do you like to just blow people away with the shotgun? Every game's different, and every player is different, and every way that people want to try to solve a problem is different. And something that is so easy for somebody else could prove to be a challenge for somebody. So keeping that in mind, I like to try to do different things. I like to try to experiment, try to do things, you know, a different way. You know, just doing everything I can to sort of give people a couple of different looks. You know, it's fun to do these guides with different weapons and focusing on different weapons, so that if somebody out there, you know, likes a different weapon, and hopefully I've got a guide for that person. So here we go. This is the moment I've been waiting for, and I don't waste any time. I go straight for the upgrade ticket, and we're going to give a shine to the sniper rifle. And from here on out, whatever you want to spend your spinels on is clearly up to you. I'll get the 2 gunpowders, 5 spinels for the 2 gunpowders, and then after that I'm going to start buying small keys. So there you have it. We've got it leveled up. It is good work. So now we can proceed. We can move on. Everything's cleared out from here. So again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. So glad to have met a bunch of people, and so glad to have met a bunch of music fans and Resident Evil fans. And all right, let's do this. So that sound right there reminds you that you're going to be fighting the Black Robe here again pretty soon. And we're going to be fighting the Black Robe straight up. No rocket launchers. It's just them versus us. And our sniper. So we're going to be able to use that 160k that we would have normally used on a sniper. And we're going to be able to tune up just about all of our weapons that we have. So it's gonna be great. So be careful with these folks. These jokers, they, will do stupid stuff and, pull some shenanigans, and just like be mindful of that. Like this guy right here, he always pulls something. It's always got to be something with this guy. So give him some TMP. Kick him upside the head. And this guy right here, he shows up in different spots. Actually, when I played through this game, I could have swore that they updated the game, because there was a lot of, enemies doing a lot of weird stuff. And every time, like I do a playthrough, and after I've tested, spent the time to test everything and do my test run and everything, I, do another run, and to find out it's so much different, I go and I look online, I'm like, was there a Resident Evil update? Because, there's bound to be updates coming soon, for this game, where they're going to patch a few things. And one of them being the chainsaw lady in front of the, the wheel. That's going to get patched. It has to. That lady, there's no way she could be that stupid and miss you. If she gets through that door and you're spinning the wheel, you should be done. And also, the other chainsaw dude is coming behind you. He should be catching up to you. It's pretty easy to hop through that window of his and then go through the room that you found the crossbow and hit you right there. Those two things probably should happen, but they don't for some reason. So if you run through and cheese it like the speedrunners do, and like I've done many times, just keep in mind that could be going away. So it's very easy. Don't worry. Make sure you've got one flash grenade. It's so much less stressful to do it that way. All right, so moving on. Sometimes I get the barrels on the right. Sometimes I don't. I can never remember. If I feel like I've got enough resources, I just go. Looks like I'm going to grab it. They are nice. They do provide quite a few pickups. So, 2 gunpowder, some shotgun shells that we can sell. And then let's see what we get. Yeah, that was definitely worth it. And grab the shotgun shells. They're kind of tough to pick up sometimes, so make sure you run all the way to the wall. So yeah, that was worth it. So coming up on my favorite 3 guys in the game right here. In a lot of games I played, these guys gave me stupid damage. And not anymore. I've learned. And in life, the best mistakes to learn are somebody else's. So that's just a little word to the wise. Watch my mistakes and learn from them so you don't have to repeat them. And you don't have to start, your run over if you take stupid damage. These are the parts that were killing me. Because, I would do a tough part, get through it, be all jacked up and psyched up, with myself and, giving myself high fives and pats on the back. Only to run and get hit by something stupid and then be like, yeah, you know what? That wasn't very good. So, all right, let's get ready for another paycheck. we're going to clear this part out. And I think on my first no damage run, this part was a little sketchier than it had to be, so I learned from my mistakes. And we do a lot better job on this next part. So like I said earlier, this run I'm a lot more proud of. I really like how everything kind of went in this run. The weird stuff that happened we dealt with pretty well, and we didn't get in too many situations where we'd take stupid damage. The boss fights went well, and so just overall this is just was a good run for me. So I'm glad to get it posted up.
A nest.
And one thing I'm learning is just to make sure that you just take your time to line up your shots. As I said in the intro, as you kind of get the shots lined up, they just start squirming around. And if you give them a second, they'll kind of stabilize.
Here we go. Here, catch.
I would have liked to have gotten both of them with that flash grenade, but a knife kill works just the same way. In fact, it might be a little more efficient. You don't want those plagas running up on you just because of their range. It's insane how much range they have, so just don't play around with them. You got the sniper. Usually 1-2 headshots max will take them down.
I'm not swimming in that.
Nobody's asking you to swim in that, Ada. Nobody. Not one person. We know you're all nice and clean and you're freshly showered. We know that. Although for some reason the merchant always says that Ada stinks. So business as usual. Just don't take any stupid damage, like I said. And I love the crossbow for this reason right here. You never ever need to buy the Ada charm. Never. Why would you ever need it? The crossbow does a way better job, and it does other things other than get shields, so you can take out a group of enemies with the crossbow, and the Ada charm cannot do that. So yeah, if you've got a shitload of spinels and you just don't know what to do with them, then yeah, I guess get it. But I mean, in my opinion, it's pretty worthless. The crossbow is superior in just about every single way. Especially if you're lucky enough, and like I will be lucky enough here in this video, to upgrade its reload speed and to upgrade its damage. So we're going to improve it quite a bit because we have so much money. We're talking saving that 160k from getting the rocket launcher. That's just gonna move us forward so much. So here I am being very careful now. After what I learned on the last time, I got through it without taking any damage on my last video, but believe me, it wasn't easy. I made it way harder than it had to be. So you live and you learn. Now I just kind of kick back right here.
Lights out.
He tries to get a shot on you, but this is going to take you a couple times, but it's much safer than going to the chest over here on your left. Just give it a second. Eventually you'll find the spot. And eventually I'll come up with a better way to handle that guy right there. And it's okay if he's a Plagas. Actually, it's better because he can't do anything to you. And he doesn't squirm all over the place, and he doesn't try to shoot you. So the moment he turns into a Plagas is good. Alright, we're going to take care of a couple guys over here. We're going to take care of these bugs real quick. This is just saving myself time in the future. I just like to get rid of them. Alright, we're going to finish looting over here. I highly recommend that you don't leave this part out. Make sure you get everything. There's going to be a gem over here. This guy's pretty easy if you just stay behind this column. He tanked that shot. And I've heard a lot of people, and I've seen a lot of articles and stuff where Resident Evil has DA or difficulty adjustment, and I'm just curious if anybody's heard of that. And it just means that if you're doing really well at the game, that it just makes it harder. They scale everything up in difficulty quite a bit. I wasn't aware of that. I didn't have any idea that was going on. And is difficulty adjustment or DA a thing? Is that something that's definitely in Resident Evil? Please let me know in the comments. I'd like to know opinions on that. You know, the PS5 game is already more difficult than the PC game, so I was just curious if that is actually a thing, you know, if DA is a thing. You know, if a bunch of people say it is in the comments, then I'm going to have to do some research on it. I do notice that, yeah, if you're kicking ass, you know, guys seem to take more shots to kill. They tank more. You could just totally just headshot and blow somebody's head off, and you know they just still keep coming for you. So I don't know if that's a thing or not. I'd be curious to hear in the comments. You know, what do you know about it? You know, is there any way to kind of get around it if you're struggling with a part? I do know that, like, you know, all the parts in this game that are tough, double Garridoros, and you know those sections, you know, a difficulty adjustment could be, you know, kind of rough in those parts. All right, so we're going to get everything sold. We're in for a really nice payday. This is probably the biggest one of the game. We're already up to 189.
Stranger. Ooh, I'll pay a pretty penny for that. All yours.
We got tons of money, so we're going to go with the TMP stock. Love the high-powered scope. Always going to get a small resource if he has one, and a large resource. Yes, we'll take the upgraded case. No problem. We like that. We're going to fix up the knife.
This kind of work
TMP is going to get a little bit of an improvement
little bit goes a long
because we have just so much money.
That's about all I can do for this weapon. We'll try that on for size. We're starting to get an idea of your taste.
So that was great. I mean, that was some good shopping right there.
Will that be all then? Hope.
All right, now that we're more powerful than we were a minute ago, you know, we're looking good. Let's get ready for the Dos Garridoros. And don't kill this guy. He's a total waste of time. 100% Plagas. Waste of ammo. He just about got me right there though, but we just saved, so who cares? And don't sleep on these bugs. They pull some shenanigans all the time. And this TMP is really upgraded, so I'm surprised it took that many, you know, rounds to take him out. See, that time it only took one, so it's just the weirdness. I don't get it in Resident Evil sometimes, the inconsistency in the enemies. You know, the same exact enemy, you know, one will go down easily and one will put up more of a fight, so it's just, it's curious. All right, looks like we're almost there. This was so freaky in the first playthrough that we all did. Most of us were playing hardcore because professional, I don't think, was available right off the bat. And this part was such a challenge, man. It was crazy. We're like, what? Ooh, a lucky nade. get your shortcut registered right away for that. We may need it. This part's pretty easy these days. Just try to get one of them down, and then I run behind these boards right here. This is the best place to hang out. I mean, it's going to take you a couple flash grenades, but it's super safe. And when you're doing no damage runs like I am, you know, safe is better. And, I mean, that guy didn't stand a chance. The enemies are going to stop spawning at this point. So just fall back a little bit, and we'll handle these guys this way. Something funny happens here in a second. Just taking my time, trying not to take any damage. Go to knife this guy, and it didn't work. And then he picked his head up just in time to block me from that axe that guy threw. So got really lucky right there. So glad I didn't take stupid damage right there after I'd already finished this room, because, you know, time is money, and, you know, you want to move on. You don't want to go back and have to do this part again. Alright, let's get ready for the black robe. This fight has gotten easier and easier for me. So I'm really glad I'm not using the rocket launcher anymore for the reasons I stated earlier. You know, just having the money is, you know, incredibly good this early in the game with a couple more chapters to go. So it's nice to have everything upgraded. So get everything sold. Let's see what I spend my spinos on, because I don't really need anything from him.
Well, I can certainly do something easy work. This kind of work it doesn't get.
All right, sniper's done.
It's a veritable work of art.
And I've only got one spinel, so I don't know what I do with it right here.
Well,
Oh, I got some more. Okay.
got a selection of good things.
So I'll probably buy treasure because I've got so many miscellaneous gems. Plus, I needed the gunpowder.
Welcome, stranger.
I always go for the gunpowder, so I'm surprised I didn't. Sometimes I surprise myself. And right here, I'm just trying to figure out which one gives me more money. I know there's a table you can look at, but I don't have time for that.
Welcome. A deal well struck. Now, welcome.
Just kind of looking to see what else I can get rid of.
A deal well struck.
I'm trying to buy something. It looks like I'm trying to. Oh yeah, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, I definitely wanted the reload speed for the black robe,
I can help you with.
and
There's some things. You can't
yeah, I went for the small key.
good instinct.
Actually, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to get as much money as possible so that I can upgrade the reload speed on the crossbow to as much as I can. It makes the fight so much easier. I'm serious. It really does. That's why I'm spending the time to do this. I'm not even close. So I did upgrade it a few times though. So now I'm just like, well, I'm happy with where it's at. Gonna upgrade the knife a little bit. That gunpowder is gonna have to wait. Plus you get a lot of loot coming up here in a minute, so I don't think I was really all that worried about it.
It's close.
Alright, so make sure you got the crossbow ready to go. I'm going to hit him a couple times. I just want to knock him back and get as much distance between us. And that's probably far enough. And then just try to just stun him. evade, and then as soon as you do and you stun him, just take off and run. Just get to the other side. You want to reset, sort of. He's stunned right now. Give him a heavy nade. And then just try to hit him a few times. That attack is not very good that far away, so you're usually okay. If you're up close, you're screwed. He got a little closer and I just got lucky. Just don't move around when he does that. If you move around at all, he'll hit you with that attack, so be careful. Alright, so we're getting ready for part 2 here. Should be a little bit easier than part 1, but we'll see. This boss has a tendency to do some weirdness. Always make sure you've got your finger on the evade button, because you may need to evade like that. I like to flash pretty close, but gonna try to make it work. And when it does that little shake, it means you've done a lot of damage. I'm surprised that it went back underground. And then it actually went up to the roof, so this actually is kind of something that it doesn't usually do for me. That's fine. Done. See, that was pretty quick. And we owe most of that to the upgraded sniper. Alright, gonna speed up the video a little bit. I know how much we all love watching Ada run. So for those who love to watch her run, sorry. I've seen Ada run a lot in these last few months. So this next part, for no damage, there's just a couple enemies you want to watch out for that can pull some weirdness. And I believe I did all the merchant requests, although I couldn't remember at the time, so I'm kind of seeing in real time whether I did them or not. So watch out for this lady. See, so I shouldn't have dropped down. I should have just stayed up. She threw an axe at me and probably almost hit me, which would have been bad because I would have had to go all the way back to the black robe fight. And that's kind of stupid. So stay up top, sniper head off. Don't drop down until she drops down. So make sure she drops down first. And in fact, if she drops down, there's no need to ever drop down. Just don't drop down. And this guy just tried to stun him. Oh my god, that was I wasn't reloaded. That could have been bad right there. And then that was bad. That enemy was determined to be a Plagas. There was no way around it. The game was basically saying no matter what you do, you're gonna have to fight this Plagas. and the game does that from time to time. The game says, you know, you're gonna have to fight this Plagas. Alright, so we're gonna run again. Forget about those pesetas over there. You don't need them. It's more important that you run through this part. There you go. You don't gotta push anything or do anything weird. You don't gotta roll. The game does it for you. Sell everything we can. Fix the knife up. We've got 34,000. Probably going to use it on the knife or the crossbow. Yeah, the knife. Just going to save what money I have for later. All right, we're going to do a quick save. This guy right here can pull some weirdness, so be careful with him. You'll try to backstab him and it won't work. And then this lady should be chasing you, which is fine. She was taking too long, so I just killed her. Normally she'll run up and you can just run around her. She's almost always a Plagas too. I'm surprised she wasn't at, you know, right there. Get out the crossbow. Gonna take out a shield. So normally it kills this guy. I'm surprised that it didn't. TMP this dude. Just get him out of the way. TMP that dude. And then take a look to your right. And if it's a Plagas, don't screw around with those boxes. Just leave. It's not worth it. That's the easiest way to get through that part right there. And then get this guy to see you. And then just run around. It's going to be 2 people chasing you, maybe 3. And you need to time this right here. You got to get a feel for when, you know, it's going up and down. And then try to time it right so that you don't stop running. Just like I did right there. And even then, it was still close. That guy just about got me. Later, dude. I shouldn't have turned my back because there could have been a lady chasing me. Or actually, no, I killed her earlier, so that's why. Okay. That makes sense.
Lights out.
That was almost stupid. Never take a chance right here. Never try to go too fast. Just be patient.
Lights out.
Alright, let's see if I get the bug on the ceiling here. Yep, looks like I'm looking at it. I've been forgetting that one. Mostly because I know I don't need any spinels. I don't care about them, but yet I'm still wanting to try to make this good content, so I'm trying to just get the merchant request done. There you go. Look at that. Let's see the Ada charm do that. Alright, get your run on. The TMP is in such good shape right now, you can kind of stun the hell out of these guys. Don't hit him too many times because he's going to turn into one of those one-hit Plagas. Which he did, so I think that's a 100% chance that he does that. Okay, we're going to get ready to deal with 3 enemies down here. Don't mess around with them. They're probably going to be Plagas. I get out the blast arrows. See if I can craft anything. I always do it at typewriters that I see, just so I don't lose any time. I got 6 blast arrows. That's pretty good. Give this guy 1. Rip. And just deleting them. I don't know if they're going to be Plagas or not. I bet you if I would have shot them, they would have been Plagas. But since I blew them up, that's just me wondering, though. I can't prove that for sure. Let me guess, this lady's definitely going to be a Plagas. Yeah, because the other 2 weren't. All right, so it's snowing on the ground here, and it's very chilly. I have the heat turned off so that the fan doesn't come on, or the furnace doesn't come on and cause a bunch of noise while I do this video. So I'm taking one for the team, you guys, so be sure to like and subscribe. It's very, very cold. It usually does not get this cold around here. And, you know, snow is out, and it's a great day to do a video. So thank you guys for joining me and for coming along on this Resident Evil journey. And I appreciate every one of you. And thank you for all your comments and subscribes. Really, really appreciate it. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I put out a lot of videos, and I take a lot of time to put them out. Try to use good mics and try to use all the best stuff I can to make the best videos I can. So that you guys can all watch and get some enjoyment out of it. If anybody's snowed in right now, hopefully these videos are helping you pass the time, and hopefully everybody's staying safe out there. Be careful on the roads, all that good stuff. You know, look forward to your comments. Everybody's been so kind. Everybody's been so fun to talk to. It's just working out so much better than I had hoped. And I just think that this is going to be a fun gaming community to chat with and to talk to. And I look forward to hearing everything you got to say in the comments. Anything I can improve on too, let me know. I take everything on board, and maybe I'll add it to one of my runs and give you a shout. At this point, I was just kind of trolling those guys. I don't recommend that, especially on a no damage run. I think I was getting a little bit impatient, getting a little bit bored. Now I'm worried about them. I'm like, are they chasing me? What are they doing? You know, doesn't look like they are, but I don't know. That was pretty, that was no reason to troll them, guys. Just let them run past you. And see, I'm still a little worried about them. Yeah, don't do what I do all the time. I'm telling you right now to pass on that strat that I just did. Love the crossbow right there. Yep. So snipe this guy right here. But whatever you do, don't snipe the next one. The game is trolling you right here, and it makes you aim at this door because it wants you to shoot this guy. But under no circumstances should you shoot him ever, because he's 100% Plaga. And he's going to make it harder to get through this next part than it has to be. So I've been experimenting quite a bit. A lot of people who watch my other videos know that I just run through this part with flash grenades. But with my weapons being the way they are now, and being strong as I am, I'm just going to take them on. And that way, that saves me time, so I don't have to come back and re-loot this place. I'm going to fight everybody. It's about a 6v1, 7v1 with Plagas and with a piggy dude. So it's going to be a bit of a fight, but we're going to save right beforehand. All right, I got 12 spinos, which is great. Got some money coming in. We've got almost 80K. Things are looking really good for me at this point. Yep, we're going to get some gunpowder. Yep, bring it. Can buy some treasure. Gonna get a small key probably. Yep. So yeah, we're looking really good right now. We got more money coming in too. Let's get everything upgraded. And right now, as the kids say, we're lit.
Welcome. I got something new for you. Ruby's all rubbish. He makes no dip. A deal well struck.
Heavy grenade, why not? Resources, why not?
Wise choice.
It was a wise choice. Upgrade the TMP? Hell yes.
Any better than that? It's a veritable work of art, mate.
It is a work of art.
This kind of work is about that's good work, if I do.
Yeah, we're rolling in it right now, folks. Be sure to give me a like down below for just completely rolling in it. We've got everything going in our direction. We feel so good right now. We're going to fight the hell out of all these guys. Let's go, Bullhead. Come on, step right up. You're the first one. Yeah, sit down. Yeah, that was a little close. All right, maybe I better scale it back a little bit. All right, who's next? Who wants some? Yeah, you want some? There you go. Plaga, coming? No problem. Piggy? Let's give him a couple shots. Somebody's coming up on me. I hear somebody. This guy's finally showing up. That got a little close. Later on, Piggy. Then we got one Plagas to deal with here. So there we go. We didn't have to use any flash grenades right there. That was nice. It was a little chaotic and crazy, but you know, my advice to you at that part is do whatever you want. You've just saved, so you know you can play a little crazy. Every time you save, you can get a little crazy. It's when you get really far between saves that you need to be very conservative. And I mean, I'm talking super conservative, far right Republican conservative. But if you just saved, you can be pretty liberal. And it's super nice because we don't have to go back and loot that area after the fact, because it takes a little bit of time. It's kind of annoying. And I pretty much don't think I stopped at this merchant. This merchant is pretty much worthless. Yeah. No, I don't think you got anything I like. And hopefully you got a heavy nade. It's probably not required for this part right here, but what the hell. It just makes it so much easier. I love throwing a heavy nade right here. If I don't have a heavy nade, I'll use the crossbow on these guys. That right there deletes them. They're no longer with us. We are just stacked right now. We've got everything. So it looks like we're doing all the merchant requests. I was kind of curious. Wasn't sure if I did them or not. Use the window to your advantage right here. Just take your time. These guys can be a bit of a pain in the ass sometimes. On console, they're not easy. On PC, they're a breeze. The PC players definitely have an easier go with aiming. It makes taking down these regenerators so much easier. With a sniper rifle at close range, man, it can get pretty chaotic. So we're not going to kill this one. He's a waste of time. And it's time to get the second beetle. If any weirdness happens with the second regenerator, you just got to run away from him. And right there, that was going to be a problem. I should have even taken the second shot. Just keep getting distance between you and him. That was unfortunate right there. I should have just ran. I waited a second too long. There, we got the stun. The rifle's so powerful right now that even if you miss, you're still stunning him. That was a little harder than it had to be, but that's just the weirdness that happens. You need to be able to deal with it. You have to know what to do. You have to just snipe and run. And make sure that, you know, you get this room right here. Normally, if I skip merchant requests, it's that one that I skip, but I did it this time. I think just to make this video a little bit better, so, you know, so I could put in there that we did all the merchant requests as well. Because it does make it a lot easier just to skip them. You know, I mean, basically, it's not like you're being lazy. It's not saying that at all, but it definitely makes your run much easier, you know, if you're not dealing with that. Like trust me, I don't need any resources. I don't need any spinels. I don't need anything. I am so jacked up right now that for me to do this, it's just for video content only. You know, I basically, you know, did this game the hard way for now, just hoping that it's a little bit easier to kind of keep watching. So and just take your time with this guy. He's a bullet sponge. He's gonna take some time. It's fine. All right, now this next regenerator is a little bit of a tough one. He's gonna be in tight quarters. I don't even loot anything yet until I kill him first. I kill him before doing anything, because if you have to repeat this, it's just a waste of time. Do not walk too far over. All right, I was smart this time. I just took one shot and I left. And right here, I know the sniper is so strong that I can just get him on the ground and just, you know, shoot him in the head. Now I'm going to loot everything, now that I know that I don't have to redo that part. So next is probably the most difficult challenge of the entire no damage run, is this Iron Maiden. And I believe that I finally figured out an easy way to do it that is very safe. So check this out. So the first shot is just going to get him moving. And once he's moving, we're going to run. Make sure he's chasing you, but be careful. Don't shoot him or anything. Don't agitate him until you get right here behind this wall. And then just kind of stun him a little bit as he walks forward, because he's super quick. And then once he gets to be about right there, give him a flash grenade and just head out. It's that easy. And if you got through that part right there, that's probably the biggest challenge of the entire no damage run. And if the music is not playing, then you're in no danger. There's no music, so you're in no danger. So feel free to get everything looted here, and then we'll be on our way. So like I said, it's snowing outside, so it's a perfect day to be working on a video. Gonna be super glad to get this one done. And like I said, I'm pretty proud of this run. As you can see, I'm full on everything. We have no worries. Again, I'm at a typewriter as usual, making sure that I'm not, costing myself any time. And just crafting up a storm, man. I mean, heck yeah, let's make some blast arrows. None of that costed me any time. And I'm glad that that did not cause me any damage. I've never known whether or not that causes damage, so thankfully it did not. Alright, this next part's pretty easy. Take these two dudes out first.
Not exactly covert, but it do.
And for everybody that kind of checked out my all cutscenes cinematic video, I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. In the first days of that video, it was by far the most viewed video on my channel, so that was actually surprising. I didn't even know if I was even going to make it, because I didn't really think anybody would really watch it, just because I myself don't watch any cutscenes. But it just goes to show you that, you know, I'm different than a lot of people. You know, some people, I asked some people in my comments, and most of them are like, oh, I'll take them or leave them. I think kind of what I saw was most people kind of just prefer just to, it depends on if you're a newbie, you probably like the cutscenes, but if you've, you know, played through the game a bunch of times, you know, probably not so much. You probably skip through a lot of them. I sure do. And kind of with my gameplay videos, the way I'm getting to be is speeding up some parts just to kind of make it more flowing, a little bit easier to watch, because, you know, 2.5 hour commitment to watch something is quite a bit. But these are educational videos. They're videos that are going to be around until the end of YouTube, you know, for anybody who wants to try to beat this game on no damage. You know, this is a great guide to use. I'm not the greatest gamer on earth. I definitely never claim to be, but I am somebody who does try to find easy ways to get things done and try to educate people on ways that they can get challenges done as well. YouTube is a great resource to, you know, find out how to do things. You know, if I need to, you know, replace plumbing in my house, you know, it's the first place I go. You know, I go to YouTube, I check it out, I watch it, say, you know, is this something I can do? Is this something I think I can pull off, or do I need to spend thousands on a plumber? 9 out of 10 times, I'm like, I'm going to try it myself. You know, I'm going to see if I can do it and see if I can save myself the money. I'm sure a lot of people out there do the same thing. YouTube is just a really, really great place to, you know, to research, to figure out if it's something you want to try to tackle. That's the first question. Do I want to try to get mixed up in this shit is the first question that I ask. You know, and if I damage something, you know, am I going to be able to fix that, is kind of how I look at it. But 9 out of 10 times, I'll go for it. All right, so we're back here at the merchant. We've got 10 spinels. So I think I'm just going to be buying treasure at this point. Maybe a small key. Yeah, I'll probably buy treasure.
Oh, I knew you'd choose that one.
I didn't want to go for the small key, I guess. I think I already had one.
Welcome. A deal well struck.
Always buy resources when you can. They never hurt. We got a lot of money. We got 125K. I mean, this is just gross. This is so gross. It's the only way I can describe it. And spoiler alert, we are going to rocket Sadler. So I'm going to save a little bit of money. I can't go too crazy. I can't turn into the US government right now and just blow all the money that I have, even blow the money that I don't have. I can't do that. Look at that reload speed. Look at that. That's very nice. Oh, man. Am I going to blow all my arrows right here? Jesus. Normally I get it on one shot. Alright, getting ready to do this next part. In one of my other videos, I showed a new thing that I was doing to keep two guys from jumping on you before the laser wall. This is a very easy way to do it. I just grenade the electrocution guy, who always irritates the hell out of me when I want to be 1v1 with this guy. This dude is your friend. He's your homie. He's your guy. This guy is not your guy. Get rid of him. And then get the back guy to chase you down here. Get your flash ready. Here he is. It's just you and him. That's what you want. Get your flash out. Kick him. And you're through. Easy. First try. Two out of three on our next merchant request. We got some spinels inbound. One complaint I think I might have with Separate Ways is I think they could have, you know, it seemed like the merchant requests were a little bit of a side note, something they did last that, you know, they didn't put much time and effort into. I think they could have done a little bit more with it. Let me know in the comments what you think. They're not bad, you know, but come on, the fish, that's pretty weak. And those 3 bugs right there, that's pretty weak. But I mean, if you're looking for any kind of negativity on this DLC, you're not going to get it from me. I can tell you that right now. This DLC is pretty award-winning in every way. And I mean, that's pretty nitpicky to be bugging about the merchant request. So, you know, I'm going to leave it in the video. Looking back now, I'm like, well, that's pretty nitpicky, but, you know, what the hell. I'm going to leave that in the video. For everybody that's still here watching this, thank you so much. Appreciate you.
If that thing captures me, I'm done for.
If anybody has a video combination of weapons that they want to see, if they want to see no damage, let me know. Maybe I'll run it. Thinking about doing a video with the Red 9, but you can't even get the Red 9 until Chapter 4, so it's like, Jesus. I wish you could get it right off the bat, but I may do it. I may do a Red 9 video. Let me know if that's something you'd want to see. It's kind of nice watching the snow come down. We like to get a little bit of snow. We like it to hang around for a couple days. We all stay home. We all eat good food. Hang out with the wife, you know, knowing that you're kind of, you know, stuck in the house. You can't go anywhere. It makes for a very fun couple of days. I will say that. But after a few days, you know, it's time. It's, you know, you got to clear off the car and you got to get out and into society. Any of these parts during no damage runs, it's important just to keep focused. Keep your eye on the ball. Don't sleep, because you'll take damage and you'll have to repeat that stuff all over again. And I would have had to go all the way back to the turret section. And we don't want to do that. We just want to get this run done. Get this video out into the wild so it can live. Hopefully you guys will give me a thumbs up. Super happy the voice is holding up a little bit today. I always get pretty scratchy about this time. And we're doing pretty good. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning here. Great day to get a video done. Also, let me know in the comments if anybody has ever died in this section. I'm curious to know. I hope it never happens to me, but, you know, hey, it just might at some point. All right, we're getting ready for the end game here. Super excited to be finishing this one up. One question I forget to ask everybody is, let me know in the comments, you know, the never-ending question of my lifetime. Is it Coke or is it Pepsi? I gotta know. What does everybody prefer? And I could even add in another one to that. Coke, Pepsi, or Dr. Pepper? I mean, I went through a Dr. Pepper phase for a while. That's for sure. Dr. Pepper is so good. But when it comes down to it, between Coke and Pepsi, for some reason, all my life, since I was young, no matter how many years have gone by, it's always been Coke. always. Not to say that I'll turn down a Pepsi if there's nothing else. We're not going to do that. You know, if I feel like having one, it's going to be a Pepsi if there's nothing. But for the most part, Coke.
Good instinct, stranger. Please welcome.
So I think we're going to do a save right here. I think we got 112K. I'm spending about, 100K of it, knowing that I need to generate about 60K for the final rocket launcher. So yeah, we're going to save right here. So I saved a little bit for the rocket launcher. We'll make quick work of Sadler on this one and get this video done. And it's like, who cares if they turn into plagas? It doesn't matter. This sniper rifle is so tough. No problem. This guy's going to regret running up on me. I remember that room used to cause me a lot of trouble in the past, but as you can see, no more. And I'm probably, if I have a lot of arrows, which I don't, I've only got one, I'm forced to use a hand grenade on this guy. I find it works best. He's going to turn into a plaga, I'm sure. No. Alright, well I got an easy one with that guy. Normally he's a plaga. I got to have the blast arrow for right here. And a heavy nade if you got one. We got a couple guys to clean up. Don't kick him. That's a trick. That's a trick. Keep your distance. Take care of the spider. We're good to go. And make sure you have one hand grenade. I got another heavy nade right there, which was awesome. And we're going to use it right here. Heavy nade these guys in the elevator. And then a couple of headshots will take out Piggy Dude. I've also used the blast arrow on these guys as well. But I don't have any blast arrows, so heavy nade works fine. A lot of times in this game, you need to deal with whatever resources you have or whatever grenades you have, or always be thinking ahead. Like right now, I'm probably thinking I need 4 flash grenades for my final run. If I got extra, I'll get this treasure right here, which I do. I've got plenty. So I'm going to use one right here, and I'm going to get this treasure. And it's going to take me 2 to get through here. So I flashed them. Get this. And then I'm going to flash again, because I have so many. We're looking good. Be sure to duck. I'm not taking any damage here, son.
Almost there.
All right, and we're going to go through and we're going to clear this area out right here. In fact, right there I was thinking, do I even need to? Got so much of everything. And I was like, yeah, just, it's good for video. We're in for one more final payday. And we're going to say goodbye to our favorite stranger.
Oh, nothing but the finest way.
I'm going to need a good mix of everything. Submachine ammo, rifle ammo, and flash grenades. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Everything's looking good. Even get a blast arrow out of it. That'll help coming up here shortly. Didn't even bother to loot the boxes or get the first aid. I was that overwhelmed with money and easily going to get this rocket launcher.
Stranger. Ooh, I'll pay a pretty penny for that.
Always grab resources when you can.
All right. All yours, stranger.
And I've got money to tune up.
Sad to say that's the end of the road for that weapon. Packs a punch. Enough for most, at least.
It looks like we're gonna walk away with 30,000
Don't get yourself killed now.
extra, which you kind of don't want to do. You got to try to find that sweet spot where you kind of, you know, go broke at the end of the game. Try your hardest to go broke at that final merchant right there. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's kind of hard to predict exactly where you're going to be at. 30,000 above broke is not terrible. I've definitely done better and I've definitely done worse, so. All right, give Sadler a rocket to the balls. Refuse to join his covenant. Do not join his covenant. Whatever you do, do not. If I could give you the best advice of the game, I would say that's it.
Just what I was looking for.
For some reason, I just love hitting him in the right or their left shoulder. For some reason. There we go. That's on point. Alright, so we get ready for our final push. If you made it this far, please give a like and subscribe. I definitely love having you around. My videos are getting out to people all over the world now. So, to all those people that are kind of coming around new, thank you so much. I'm committed to try to growing this thing, and every sub helps. I want to get to 1,000 so much. That's like my first personal goal, and I'd really love your help in that department. You know, like, subscribe, share. If you know somebody who's trying to do a no damage run, or if you know somebody who's trying to get better at the game, you know, share this video out. I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to think about what video I'm going to do next. And whether or not I'm going to do another Leon run or not. I'm not sure yet. Snipe this guy up top. And then get a flash ready. Got plenty of flashes. Here's where we're going to use our blast arrow. Again, nobody needs the Ada charm. This is what you need right here. Did not take him down for some reason, but no worries. I use 2 flash grenades right here just to be safe. That archer can mess you up right there. Sometimes I kill these guys, sometimes I don't. They're pretty much a waste. Yeah, rocket launcher guy blew up somebody. We've got a rocket launcher of our own. Let's get it to Leon and get this thing done. Got some blast arrows, very nice. Gonna do one last final craft. 4 flashbangs, that's plenty. We got enough of everything. Alright, let's do this. Get everything reloaded. Snipe this guy before he causes you any problems. As soon as you start it, I always drop back, get a flash grenade out, clean up whatever's left, make sure you get this guy over here. I think that's all of them. These guys are one shot. And then all we need is 2 flash grenades and maybe a heavy nade. And we're out of here.
I can still make it.
Get a flash grenade out. Get a heavy nade out. Get another flash grenade out. And that's it. Get the beetle, even though you can't do anything with it. Alright, let's get Leon the rocket launcher so he can give Sadler a holy body. Again, you guys, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Super glad to get this video out. The voiceover takes the longest. You know, the run is fun and everything, and getting the voiceover done is, you know, I have to take a couple breaks just to kind of, you know, keep the voice fresh. And please leave a like and a subscribe if you can. And just help me get to that goal of 1,000. I'd really appreciate it. If you're not ready to sub yet, that's fine. No problem. If you can just give a like, that would be great. It's totally free. Just helps the content creator just to make more videos. So thank you so much. Looks like we got it done in 2 hours and 6 minutes. And it's a good time. We had a little bit of extra time. I think maybe in the future I might kill all the Ganados that are running to the church. Looks like a lot of free resources and money. And looks like it'd probably only take, I don't know, maybe 2 minutes tops. So I think there might be a couple spots where I might spend a little bit more time to kind of make the beginning game a little bit easier. But as you can see, like once we got the sniper fully upgraded and everything, we just started just pounding folks, just wrecking their day. So thank you so much. I'm gonna go probably snow shovel the driveway and be a little bit productive in real life. So thank you very much. I appreciate everybody here, and have a great day. Thanks.
Oh, Ada. What to do with you?
The choppers is still within range, sir. Should we open fire?
No. Her little act of defiance changes nothing. Besides, we have all we need. We continue as planned. Soon.